Hello, students. Good morning and welcome to the subject of environmental science. We are dealing with unit number 1, that is the mere explanation or introduction to the environment in which we live, and we have already studied few of the concepts in the previous lectures. These are the content of the first unit, that is introduction unit, that is environment A part, and we'll be studying B part as well, right? As far as A is concerned, there are few concepts that we have seen. We have checked out with introduction, definitions, types, the 4 types, that is physical, social, psychological and biological environment. We have already checked out with the scope and component of environment consisting of lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. We are dealing with biogeochemical cycle. We have already studied 2 of them, hydrological and carbon cycle, and in today's session we'll be doing nitrogen cycle. Now, as I told you in the previous lecture, we have already seen both the cycle, important cycle, that is the part of your syllabus. 3 cycles we need to understand, that is biogeochemical cycles, and we are going to study the cycles of 3 elements, that is water, carbon and nitrogen. Out of them we have already studied 2 of them. In today's session we'll be checking out with nitrogen cycle. Now we know that with the help of these cycles, different elements keep on circulating from earth to atmosphere or from biotic to abiotic factors, changing its form in different organisms or non-living things. This is how element change its forms and circulate but do not leave the earth. Very important thing is this, that with the help of, why do we call it cycles? Because every element on earth keeps on rotating, or it keeps on circulating from one form to the another one. It keeps on transforming, એક ફોર્મમાંથી બીજા ફોર્મમાં બદલાતું રહે છે, but it does not leave the planet earth. In no case it leaves itself, or it can be thrown out of the earth's surface, or maybe the planet earth, or nothing can be brought from outside to the earth, and that is why it is a closed system. And so what happens, whatever the elements are there on the surface, they keep on transforming itself to, or transferring itself to atmosphere, and again way back from atmosphere to the earth. This is how the elements keeps on transforming or changing its forms, and that is why it is known as cycle, and it comes back to its original form again. The same thing gets repeated. So every element has its own cycle, out of which we have studied 3 important or 2 important element, that is water, H2O, and carbon, right? Those 2 elements we have studied, that how they keep on circulating from biotic to abiotic. Biotic means living things, right? From living things to non-living, from non-living back to living things, and this is said to be the cycle. All right, now let us, whatever I have said, the same thing has been repeated here, that is biogeochemical cycle, right? Biogeochemical cycle has been divided into 3 parts. Bio is life, geo is related to earth, and chemicals means all the types of elements that I have already told you. Why we call it cycle? Because they keep on, these essential elements keep on circulating itself, right? But in no case they leave the planet earth. That means the 3 things, that means from bio, geo and chemicals, these all get together, they get interacted, and a cycle is created which is known as biogeochemical cycle. No one cycle can be considered as biogeochemical cycles. All the elements has its own cycle, and those can be considered, or those can be named under the main head of biogeochemical cycle. All right, out of them, as I told you, 2 things we have already seen. Today we'll be doing with nitrogen cycle. Now first we'll introduce ourselves to nitrogen, right? We know nitrogen as gas, but we don't know that nitrogen is very important part of the proteins that are required to build up our body, right? Whenever you fall sick, or whenever you are ill enough, or whenever you need strength, it is always that protein is advised by the physician or by the doctors, right? Why so? Because protein is building blocks, right? It provides a kind of building material to the body. But from where do we get this protein? And that is what is said to be the main element from where we get the protein is said to be nitrogen, and that we will study here under the different phases. Now see, as compared to carbon cycle and water cycle, nitrogen cycle you may find it little complex in the sense that few of the terminologies you have to remember as it is. There can be no change, right? Moreover, each terminology has its own meaning, and that is why I suggest you that while reading or while say listening to this lecture, please keep your books ready, keep your pens ready, so that you can actually notify or you can actually jot down whatever is being told to you, so that you don't get merged up with the different processes, as well as we understand the nitrogen cycle, right? Before going to nitrogen cycle, now let us first understand what is nitrogen, right? Let us see it. Nitrogen cycle is a biogeochemical process through which nitrogen is converted into many forms, repeatedly passing from atmosphere to the soil to the organism and back into the atmosphere. That means from atmosphere it goes to soil, from soil it goes back to organisms, that means living things, and from living things again it gets released to the atmosphere. This is the simplest nitrogen cycle. That means nitrogen keeps on changing its form through these three elements. Here in the nitrogen cycle, bacteria plays very important role. Many a times in the cycle you will study, you will come to know that the term bacteria has been used, right? So these good bacteria actually help us to get the nitrogen from its different form to the forms that are usable. And it involves several processes such as nitrogen fixation. That is what I told you, that nitrogen cycle involves 5 different it's a kind of 5 different processes, right? And those processes we are going to check out here. That is nitrogen fixation, nitrification, denitrification, or it may be decay, it is ammonification. We'll be studying it, right? Assimilation. When we study it further, we'll come to know what is it all about. Alright, thus the nitrogen cycle is a biogeochemical cycle by which nitrogen is converted into multiple chemical forms as it circulates among the atmosphere, land, water, ecosystem, etc. The conversion of nitrogen can be carried out through both natural and physical process. That means there is a natural process also through which the nitrogen gets transferred to some other element or some other form, not element, some other form, and there is say physical process also, wherein we will study both these processes one by one, right? Important processes in the nitrogen cycle include fixation, as I told you, ammonification, nitrification, denitrification, as mentioned in the previous slide. Now we need to understand first about the nitrogen, because as we know about the carbon is say carbon dioxide, we know the carbon dioxide in the most simplest way, right? That's the most important pollutant as far as the atmosphere is concerned. As far as nitrogen is concerned, nitrogen is such a gas which consists of 78% of the atmosphere, atmospheric gas rather, right? So the majority of the earth's atmosphere, that is 78%, is consumed by atmospheric nitrogen, making it the largest source of nitrogen. That means the amount of nitrogen present in atmosphere is almost 78%. From there, that's the biggest source. From there we use the nitrogen for our for any organism. In fact, in that case, any living organism uses the nitrogen, but we cannot use the nitrogen as we can do it for the oxygen, right? Oxygen we get it from the plants and we get it very easily rather, but nitrogen is little complex process, nitrogen cycle, and in the original form we cannot use nitrogen in the form of protein and it enters our body, and that is why a cycle is to be followed. However, atmospheric nitrogen has limited availability for biological use. That is what I told you, that though in atmosphere there is 78% of nitrogen present, but when it comes to its use, it cannot be used, its availability is limited, and this leads to a kind of scarcity of the usable nitrogen in many types of ecosystem. Many a times the nitrogen is not enough, or the usable nitrogen is not enough and that creates a major issue for the environmentalist also in today's days, or in this present era, right? So human activities such as now from where this nitrogen comes up and how it is introduced to nitrogen cycle, that is what we are introducing ourselves to. Human activities such as fossil fuel burning, use of artificial fertilizer, and release of nitrogen in wastewater have severely changed the global nitrogen cycle. From here we get all the types of nitrogen. How does the atmosphere get its nitrogen? Then it gets it through the burning of fossil fuels. That means the fuel gets burnt and the nitrogen is released, maybe by the usage of artificial fertilizers, right, which are used for the agriculture purpose. From there is release of nitrogen, and there is release of nitrogen through the wastewater also, right, which changes the global nitrogen cycle to greater extent. Human change of the global nitrogen cycle can negatively affect the natural environment system and also the human health. Plant absorb nitrogen as nitrates to form the proteins for the new plants, and this protein is useful for animals on the earth. Simply the nitrogen transforms from the animals and gives away the proteins for their growth. That means whatever protein we get it from the nature, we get it from the plant. Now how do these proteins are formed in the plant? That is through the help of, or with the use of nitrogen, the proteins are getting formed in the plants. Through plants it enters the animals. Through animals it is again used for protein manufacturing within the body, and then whatever is released in the form of waste material, from there again the nitrogen gets released to the earth. This is the simplest way how the nitrogen gets transformed from atmosphere, coming back to soil. From soil it is entering the plants. Through plants it is entering the animals or maybe human beings. In human beings it is getting digested. After it is getting digested, the proteins are being consumed by the body, and the rest of the nitrogen is released through the waste or excreta, or it is expelled out of the body of the organisms. Maybe even after the death of the organism or maybe animals, again the nitrogen is getting released. When it is getting released, it mixes with the soil. In the soil there are some kind of bacteria, specific type of bacteria available, and what do? They try to separate the nitrogen from the waste material, and this is how the nitrogen is again getting mixed up with the soil. Now these nitrates are getting absorbed by the plants. Again the same cycle gets repeated. This is what is simple way to understand nitrogen cycle, but as I told you, it has got its scientific terms and we need to understand through these different terms. So the last line is important here, that is plants through the soils, right, through the soil it tries to absorb the atmospheric or nitrogen, right. From there it is transferred to herbivorous animals. Herbivorous animals means plant eating animals. From plant eating animals, say it is transferred to carnivorous animals. That means carnivorous animals are those animals who feed on herbivorous animals, right, જે શિકાર કરીને જે પોતાનું સે ફૂડ મેળવે છે એ બધા એનિમલ્સને કાર્નિવોરસ એનિમલ્સ કહેવાય. એ કાર્નિવોરસ એનિમલ્સ કોના પર ડિપેન્ડન્ટ છે? હર્બીવોરસ ઉપર. એટલે ઇન વન ઓર ધી અધર સેન્સ દે ગેટ ધ nitrogen back to them. And again when these carnivorous animals die, their body, from their body parts, whatever the dead material is there, it is getting decomposed. એ સડાવવામાં આવે છે by the bacteria, and at that time they release the nitrogen. Again this nitrogen gets back to the soil. This is how the whole nitrogen cycle gets circulated, right. So let us see it through a series of transformations. However, nitrogen is made available to the plants, which in turn ultimately gets maintained in all the animal life. Thus, we are going to learn nitrogen cycle here scientifically. The steps of nitrogen cycle are not sequential. Mind you, whatever we are going to learn, those steps are not sequence. That means they are not one by one which is to be remembered. They are all different in their own ways. And through these 5 steps, what happens is, in one or the other way, nitrogen gets transferred into another form, right. Either it gets released to the atmosphere, or from atmosphere it gets back to the soil, or from soil to plants, and from plants to animals, right? From animals again getting back to the soil. This is how through different processes it keeps on moving, or it keeps on transforming. This is what is nitrogen cycle all about. Mind you, it's not 1 2 3 4 5 6 that we are going to study in the form of stages, though the steps has been used as the word there, but they are all different types of processes. These processes, what do? They change the form of nitrogen from one form to the another. As we learn, we'll get to know more about this, right? So we are going to learn in all 5 types of processes: nitrogen fixation, nitrogen assimilation, ammonification, nitrification, and denitrification. That means these you have to remember as it is. There can be no short forms for it, there can be no shortcuts. તો આ બધા જે ટર્મ્સ છે એને આમ જ સમજવી પડે, આમ જ યાદ રાખવી પડે, અને દરેક ટર્મ એ પ્રોસેસ બતાવે છે. તો એ દરેક ટર્મની અંદર કયો પ્રોસેસ થાય છે. સપોઝ નાઇટ્રોજન ફિક્સેશન ઇઝ અ ડિફરન્ટ પ્રોસેસ દેન નાઇટ્રિફિકેશન, એમોનિફિકેશન ઇઝ ડિફરent than assimilation, and denitrification is altogether different. So you have to remember all these 5 processes to understand the nitrogen cycle. So let us begin from the first one, that is nitrogen fixation. Now, what is this nitrogen fixation? It is nothing but conversion of nitrogen into nitrates. જે પણ નાઇટ્રોજન ગેસ એટમોસ્ફિયરમાં અવેલેબલ છે એ નાઇટ્રેટ્સમાં જ્યારે ટ્રાન્સફર થાય છે એને નાઇટ્રોજન ફિક્સેશન કહેવાય. વાય ઇટ ઇઝ કોલ્ડ ફિક્સેશન? બિકોઝ નાઇટ્રોજન, એઝ આઈ ટોલ્ડ યુ, કેન નોટ બી એબ્ઝોર્બ્ડ એઝ ઇટ ઇઝ. નાઇટ્રોજન ગેસ જેમ આપણે ઓક્સિજન ગેસ જે એટમોસ્ફિયરમાં છે એને આપણે ઇન્હેલ કરીને આપણા બોડીની અંદર લઈ શકીએ છીએ, એવી રીતે નાઇટ્રોજન કેન નોટ બી ટેકન ઓર કેન નોટ બી એબ્ઝોર્બ બાય પ્લાન્ટ્સ ઓર લિવિંગ એનિમલ્સ. સો વોટ ઇઝ બિંગ ડન? ઇટ ઇઝ transforming itself into nitrates. Through nitrates it enters the plants, and from plants it enters our body. This is what is known as nitrogen fixation. Let us see it. What is it all about? The conversion of nitrogen gas, that means N2, into nitrates and nitrites through atmospheric, industrial and biological process is called nitrogen fixation. Fixation converts nitrogen in the atmosphere into the forms that plants can absorb through their roots system. Now, this nitrogen fixation is nothing but changing of the nitrogen gas, which is available as much as 78% in the atmosphere that we have learned, right? Through any type of atmospheric process, or maybe atmospheric in the sense of lightning. During lightning, lightning એટલે વીજળી થતી વખતે the nitrogen gas converts itself into nitrates. These nitrates enters the soil. From soil, plants absorb these nitrates, right? So when it fixes its form, or it converts nitrogen gas to nitrates or nitrites, is known as the nitrogen fixation. A small amount of nitrogen can be fixed when lightning provides the energy needed for N2 to react with oxygen, producing nitrogen oxide NO and nitrogen dioxide NO2, right? That means a small amount of nitrogen. How atmosphere helps the N2, that means nitrogen gas, to get transferred into nitrogen oxide, that is NO, and nitrogen dioxide, that is NO2. This is how it converts during lightning એટલે વીજળી થતી વખતે અમુક reactions થાય છે, and because of that this nitrogen oxide reacts, or nitrogen gas reacts with oxygen, forming nitrogen oxide, right? Or it is nitrogen dioxide, means it is NO2, right? This is how the fixation happens, and it is known as nitrogen fixation. This is required as atmospheric nitrogen must be processed or fixed into a usable form to be taken up by the plants. Now I told you that nitrogen gas cannot be used as it is. It has to be fixed somewhere. It has to be converted into a usable form by the plants. Most fixation is done by free living bacteria, right? These bacteria have the nitrogenous enzyme. How do they help us in fixation? They have a nitrogenous enzymes that combines gaseous nitrogen with hydrogen to form the ammonia, or to produce ammonia, which is converted by the bacteria in other organic compounds. That means fixation is such a kind of process in which nitrogen gets transferred or gets converted into nitrates and nitrites. right? And who helps them? The bacteria present in the atmosphere helps this nitrogen gas to get transferred or get changed into ammonia, and this is converted, I told you this is being converted by the bacteria and it is absorbed by the plants. This is what is known as nitrogen fixation. Coming up to the next process, that is assimilation. See, the tagline or the single line explanation has been given there just to make things easy for you, so that assimilation, if the term comes up, then you should be clear that okay, assimilation is something related with adding nitrates and ammonia. Fixation means converting a nitrogen into nitrates and nitrites, right? That is why these adding the nitrates and ammonia has been written at the top. Now what is this assimilation? Assimilation is the process by which plants and animals add in the nitrates and ammonia formed through nitrogen fixation and nitrification to the plants. That means assimilation is such a kind of process જેના દ્વારા જે પણ nitrates અથવા ammonia બન્યા છે સોઇલની અંદર, એ કોણ એબ્ઝોર્બ કરે છે? પ્લાન્ટ્સ છે, એના નોડ્યુલ્સમાં એના રૂટ્સમાં તૈયાર કરે છે. એમોનિયા તૈયાર થાય છે એ નોડ્યુલ્સમાંથી. say the plant absorbs the proteins, and from this the plant gets the protein through the fruits of the plant or maybe the vegetables present in the plant. What do we get? We get protein out of it. say lentils આપણે વાપરીએ છીએ, સિરિયલ્સ વાપરીએ છીએ, તો એ બધા એ હાઈલી પ્રોટીન કન્ટેન્ટવાળા હોય છે. તો how these protein comes to it? It comes through assimilation. So plants take up these forms of nitrogen through their roots and add in them into the plant proteins and nucleic acid. Thus, plants can absorb nitrate or ammonium from the soil by their root hairs. If nitrate is absorbed, it is first reduced to nitrite ions and then ammonium ions. You don't need to remember all these names like this. You just need to come to the simplest form. That means assimilation is the process. What is assimilation? Then assimilation is the process by which plants and animals add in the nitrates. And add in means they take the nitrates and ammonia, right? After nitrogen fixation is done. Nitrogen fixation માં શું થાય છે? તો નાઇટ્રોજન ગેસમાંથી નાઇટ્રાઇટ્સ અને નાઇટ્રેટ્સ તૈયાર થાય છે. આ નાઇટ્રાઇટ્સ અને નાઇટ્રેટ્સ જે તૈયાર થયેલા છે એ પ્લાન્ટ્સ કેવી રીતે લે છે? તો જે રૂટ્સ ઓફ ધ પ્લાન્ટ્સ છે, દે એબ્ઝોર્બ ધ નાઇટ્રેટ્સ એન્ડ નાઇટ્રાઇટ્સ ફ્રોમ ધ સોઇલ, એન્ડ વોટ ડુ દે પ્રોડ્યુસ? દે પ્રોડ્યુસ ધ પ્રોટીન, રાઇટ, ઓર ન્યુક્લિક એસિડ, એન્ડ ધીસ કમ્સ ઇન ધ ફોર્મ ઓફ say fruits or plants or maybe the vegetables to us. If the plants in the plant some nitrogen is assimilated, that means taken in the form of ammonium ions directly from the nodules of the roots. એટલે તમે ઘણી વખત જોયું હશે કે રૂટ્સની અંદર ગાંઠ બનેલી હોય. nodules are nothing but the type of thick material, right? Thick body that we happen to see it in the roots. તમે ઘણી બધી જગ્યાએ રૂટ્સની અંદર ગાંઠ બનેલી જોયો, તો દે આર નોડ્યુલ્સ. એ નોડ્યુલ્સનું શું કામ છે? તો ત્યાં લગભગ બધું જ જે નાઇટ્રેટ્સ છે અથવા એમોનિયમ છે એ બધું ત્યાં ભેગું થયેલું હોય. થ્રુ ધીઝ નોડ્યુલ્સ ધ રૂટ્સ એબ્ઝોર્બ ઇટ એન્ડ ઇટ ગોઝ ટુ ધ plant or maybe the fruits, right, or maybe any type of vegetables. એ ત્યાં સુધી પહોંચે છે. And like this, when it is becoming highly protein contented, then what happens is that is what we absorb it, right? So that is assimilation. So nitrification અથવા તો nitrogen fixation શું છે? changing nitrogen gas into nitrites and nitrates. અને assimilation means add કરવું. કોનામાં એડ કરવાનું છે? પ્લાન્ટમાં અને ઓર્ગેનિઝમ્સમાં જ્યારે નાઇટ્રોજન અથવા તો નાઇટ્રેટ્સ અને એમોનિયા એડ થાય છે એ પ્રોસેસને એસિમિલેશન કહેવાય. નાઇટ્રેટ્સ એન્ડ એમોનિયા રિઝલ્ટિંગ ફ્રોમ નાઇટ્રોજન ફિક્સેશન આર એસિમિલેટેડ ઇન ધ પ્લાન્ટ્સ that are taken by the animals. That is what I told you. Animals then consume plants, converting them into their own body compounds. That means when they eat these things containing the protein or ammonium, what happens is they get the protein out of it and it becomes, as I told you, it's very helpful for building up your body. So that is said to be adding of nitrates or ammonia into plants or organism is said to be the process of assimilation. Third one is ammonification. Ammonification, assimilation means levu, to take, right? Ammonification means to give out. Okay, so when an organism expels, that means give out waste or dies, the nitrogen in its tissues in it form the organic nitrogen like ammonia acid or DNA. Various bacteria and fungi then decomposes the tissues and release inorganic nitrogen back into the ecosystem as ammonia in the process known as ammonification. That means ammonification ક્યારે થાય છે? When the two ways it can happen. One is when the body or maybe the organisms, living organisms release some kind of or gives out the waste. તો એ waste material છે એની અંદર ammonia પ્રેઝન્ટ હોય છે because we have already consumed that, right? અને એમાંથી નાઇટ્રોજન છે એ છૂટું પડે છે. ammonia acid or amino acid અને DNA, they get say released, and that is what is taken up by the bacterias, like bacteria and fungi. They decompose it, એટલે એ લોકો સડાવે છે, and then again it gets back to the soil. This is what is known as ammonification. That means giving out back the nitrogen. જે નાઇટ્રોજન એનિમલ્સ અથવા પ્લાન્ટ્સ, સ્પેશિયલી એનિમલ્સ અથવા લિવિંગ ઓર્ગેનિઝમ જે કન્ઝ્યુમ કરે છે, પાછું અર્થમાં કેવી રીતે ભેગું થાય છે, અથવા તો હાઉ ઇટ ગેટ્સ રિલીઝ, દેન ઇટ ગેટ્સ રિલીઝ થ્રુ એમોનિફિકેશન, રાઇટ? સો નાઇટ્રોજન ઇઝ અગેન ગેટિંગ બેક ઇન ડિફરન્ટ ફોર્મ વિથ ધ હેલ્પ ઓફ ડીકમ્પોઝિશન. દેટ મીન્સ ડીકમ્પોઝિશન એટલે સડવું, ડીકે થવું, એના થકી ધીસ ગેટ્સ રિલીઝડ અગેન બેક ટુ ધ સોઇલ. ધીસ ઇઝ વોટ ઇઝ નોન એઝ એમોનિફિકેશન. The fourth one is nitrification. What is nitrification? The nitrification is transforming of nitrite into nitrates. Nitrite માંથી nitrates બનવાનો જે તબક્કો છે, તો જે સ્ટેજ છે એને નાઇટ્રિફિકેશન કહેવાય. નાઇટ્રિફિકેશન ઇઝ ધ બાયોલોજિકલ ઓક્સિડેશન ઓફ એમોનિયા ટુ નાઇટ્રાઇટ ફોલોડ બાય ધ ઓક્સિડેશન ઓફ નાઇટ્રાઇટ ટુ નાઇટ્રેટ. It is a process carried out by nitrifying bacteria that transforms soil ammonia into nitrates which plants can fit into their own tissues. That means જે પણ એમોનિયા ભેગું થયું છે સોઇલની અંદર, એ એમોનિયાને કોણ ટ્રાન્સફર કરશે? નાઇટ્રેટ્સ જ એવી વસ્તુ છે જે પ્લાન્ટ્સ એબ્ઝોર્બ કરી શકે. દેટ ઇઝ વન થિંગ, રાઇટ? તો ધોઝ નાઇટ્રેટ્સ gets in the form of soil ammonia. It is available in the form of ammonia. Now the bacteria present in the soil changes this ammonia into nitrates. શું કામ નાઇટ્રેટ્સમાં ફેરવે છે? So that nitrates can be consumed easily by the plants. And nitrification is thus the important step in the nitrogen cycle in the soil. Nitrification હંમેશા સોઇલની અંદર જ થાય છે, because જે પણ એમોનિયાનો ભાગ સોઇલની અંદર ભેગો થયેલો છે, રાઇટ, ઇટ ચેન્જીસ ધીસ એમોનિયા ટુ નાઇટ્રાઇટ એન્ડ નાઇટ્રાઇટ ઇન્ટુ નાઇટ્રેટ્સ, રાઇટ? દેટ મીન્સ નાઇટ્રેટ્સમાં બદલાય છે. શું કામ નાઇટ્રેટ્સમાં બદલાવવું પડે, ટ્રાન્સફોર્મ થવું પડે? બિકોઝ પ્લાન્ટ્સ એબ્ઝોર્બ ધ નાઇટ્રેટ્સ એન્ડ દેન the process of again building up of the protein happens there. That is why it is nitrification, right? The next and the fifth one comes up as denitrification. What is this denitrification? Again, here what happens is nitrates to nitrogen gas. Now what happens here lastly is from here, that means from the form of nitrates, it changes into nitrogen gas. It is the reduction of nitrates back into nitrogen gas, completing the nitrogen cycle. This process is performed by bacterial species under the anaerobic. Anaerobic is such a kind of situation in which there is absence of free oxygen, right? And denitrification happens in anaerobic conditions wherein the waterlogged soil is there. That means ભેજવાળી જે soil હોય ત્યાં denitrification થતું હોય છે. The denitrifying bacteria uses the nitrates in the soil to carry out the respiration and as a result produce nitrogen gas which is inert and unavailable to the plants. That means જે denitrification bacteria છે એ લોકો શું કરે છે? નાઇટ્રેટ્સ જે સોઇલમાં છે એનો ઉપયોગ કરે છે અને એમાંથી નાઇટ્રોજન ગેસ રિલીઝ થાય છે, right? Thus denitrification removes excess nitrogen and is therefore considered to be an important ecosystem service in the coastal environment. Coastal environment ની અંદર denitrification બહુ જ important process છે, because through it from the ecosystem or from the say soil or the earth, the nitrogen gets released back to the environment. That means nitrates changes into nitrogen gas. That area is known as denitrification, right? So here in today's session, what we have seen is, we have seen the nitrogen cycle. If we just simply want to understand what is nitrogen cycle, we can say that the atmospheric nitrogen, we cannot absorb it as it is. So what happens is, these nitrogen gets changed into nitrates in the form of nitrites or ammonia. It gets collected in the soil. From soil, through the nodules of the plant, it enters the plant. From plant, it goes back, it goes to the say eatable things that we eat, even we eat, and the herbivorous animals eat. So ammonia or nitrogen enters like this in the form of protein to us, right? When we die, or when living organism die, these nitrogen gets or the waste material gets on the soil, right? From the soil, the bacteria present in the soil, what do? They release, or they decompose the waste material, and from there the nitrates are being released. Again, these nitrates are being consumed by the plants, and like these, the nitrogen gas keeps on moving from the plants to living organisms, from living organism back to atmosphere, from atmosphere through lightning or through say any other form, it comes back to the soil. That means this is how the process of nitrogen cycle is being carried out. I repeat, the 5 processes that we have seen, it is not the perfect stages, one after the other sequential આમ જ એનું ફોલો થાય છે એવું જરૂરી નથી, પણ these are all 5 different ways through which nitrogen is getting either from atmosphere to soil, or from soil to the plants to living organisms in one or the other form, and that is why it is known as the nitrogen cycle. If we just try to check out, we'll be able to see it, that there are different processes that we have seen. See, if you see it, it is nitrogen fixation on the right side of the slide. Nitrogen fixing bacteria, what it does, it releases the ammonia is taken up through nitrification bacteria, right? It changes into nitrite. This nitrite, through nitrification, it enters the plant, and from plant it is absorbed by the animals, and again it gets transferred. So whatever 5 different stages we have seen, we can see it is nitrogen fixation on one side, right? Then we can see the ammonification is the releasing of the nitrogen gas, right? Nitrifying is again changing from nitrites and nitrates, right? Assimilation is what adding the nitrite ammonia into the plants, and on the other side atmospheric fixation and fertilizers, through it again the nitrogen is getting changed from one form to the another form. On the top left side, you can see the denitrification, right? That is through denitrifying bacteria, again the N2, that means nitrogen is released to the atmosphere. That means all the 5 important stages that we have seen are nicely covered in this image, and that is why this image has been used here. So try to understand this 5 functions, 5 different processes, and when we try to understand these 5 processes, we can say at the end that yes, this is the nitrogen cycle. So in a nutshell, I repeat it one more time. What is nitrogen cycle? Nitrogen cycle is nothing but the nitrogen gas that is present in the atmosphere, because we cannot absorb it from as it is, but it is very important part of protein, and it is very important part for the living organism. It gets transferred into nitrates, and through the little part of nitrate is being transferred through lightning also, right? Or maybe through one or the other reason, it enters the soil. From soil, these nitrates, because with the help of say different bacteria, it keeps on changing its form, which can be absorbed by the plant absorb it through the plants, it enters the vegetables or maybe the food items that we eat, even the herbivorous animals eat. So from atmosphere it has entered plant, from plant it has entered the living organisms, from living organism when they release waste material or when they die, again the nitrogen gets back to the, or nitrates get back to the soil. From soil again it transfers to the atmosphere. This is how the whole cycle goes on, and this is what is known as nitrogen cycle. So here we are ending up the three important biogeochemical cycle which we started since last previous two lectures and today's lecture, which is known as the biogeochemical cycle. Hydrogen cycle, hydrological cycle, that is water cycle, we have done with. We are done with carbon cycle, and today we have also finished with nitrogen cycle. In the next lecture we'll be moving to some other important aspect of say environment, right? Till that time, please take care of yourselves, and bye from my side. Thank you.